Hi everyone, my name's James Ivey.
I'm Paul Drew.
From the Studio Rats.
Oh, yes.
Back post-holidays, and we're back, and we're in the same place for the more stuff. Nice, isn't it?
You're looking brown, aren't you?
Thank you,
Sort of.
Brown up to about there.
T-shirt tan, T-shirt tan.
It's the way forward. So, as many of you will know, I'm now working in temporary digs, and a lot of my stuff is starting to come out of storage. Mm-hmm. And this baby...
I've got to be honest, this looks like it's going to burn my house down. It's that old.
So, having just come back from the Isle of Wight, it's quite funny that this thing has come out because there's two or three kind of what I'm going to call junk shops, but they're not. They're music shops, but they're kind of the old school, you know.
God, I used to love those.
I love those sort of places. And this came from one of those shops on the Isle of Wight. This guy said, I've had it for ages. It's the original case. And I went, really? You know, original case. This is a Selmer Truvoice tape echo.
Right.
Valve tape echo. So we think sort of 50s-ish.
Right.
1950s-ish. Circa Hawkins copycat, things like that.
Yeah.
But it's not the control of a copycat. It was never that much of a desirable thing.
Like a poor man's copycat.
Yeah, think of it like that.
Okay.
Apparently later they turned this into an amp. A full-on amp.
I know the amp. Well, I never played one, but I know it.
But this is just the tape echo version.
Okay.
It was, I think I bartered him down to about 130 quid. It didn't work properly.
Right.
But I've got a tech who can do most things.
Right.
My guitar tech is a guy called Steve Barrett at the Guitar Lodge in Felixstowe. His dad, Dave, is an electronics wizard. He's done all my amps and stuff. And
Big Dave.
Older Dave.
Let's
not call him old Dave. And he said, it needs a few things. And I went, a few things sounds expensive. Anyway, I had to send off to a guy in Chicago, I think, to get a new pinch roller made.
Is that the nearest place you could get a pinch roller made?
Apparently.
Wow,
this guy is world renowned for making pinch rollers for tape machines and tape decks and stuff, and will make anything from scratch. Made the pinch roller, which was 60 quid.
Jeez.
That included shipping and sending the old one over and stuff.
Right.
Dave did his magic with valve circuits, and it's awesome. I'm not sure it's 100% because I think there's supposed to be some variation in tape speed,
okay,
so you can change the delay repeats.
Yeah.
But look at this baby. It is. We've done a mod. Originally, there was no jack socket, so you can see we put a plastic jack socket out. This was originally a line,
okay,
like a jack socket that came out.
Right.
But I thought, do you know what? I'm not worried about it being authentic or original. Mm-hmm. I just thought that's much easier. So we put a jack socket on the front. Got two sockets input, which I think have a slight variation in the impedance between what they've called instrument and mic. Other than that, this thing is amazing. If I just pop this down,
so the butchers.
Ready?
Oh, look at that.
Someone's at my front door, or yours.
Mine, I think.
So we've got 5 heads in here. We've got the record head, the erase head, and then 3 repeat heads, or 3 record heads. So playback, erase, record heads. So up to 3 delays.
Okay.
And just as a tone circuit, this thing is cool. It's giving everything a kind of vintage vibe. As soon as you kick the delays in, it is 1950s California surf.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Okay.
So if I, this is with the motor off. If I turn the motor on, you'll hear all the background noise kick in and kind of go.
It's definitely not quiet, is it?
No, but
hey, that's all right.
Quieter.
That's all right.
We want to see all the gubbins and stuff. We actually tried to get it out. This is the original case. It originally came in a kind of a red Tolex kind of leatherette sort of thing, which has all been stripped back.
Do you know, I've seen them also in croc skin.
Yeah.
Croc skin ones. I don't know if it's real croc skin, but...
I hope not. Who knows? It could have been from back then.
In those days.
But this thing sounds amazing. I can turn the whole unit off, and you can just hear how all the background noise dies away.
I think we need to hear it.
But let's just turn it on, give it some beans, and have a play. I just want to go, yeehaw!
Well, that's my lame. Yeah, any person that can actually play any country stuff will be doing this at the moment.
But the cool thing is, if I turn the motor off,
yeah,
you still get the tone circuit, so it still sounds kind of...
Okay, should we hear what it sounds like with it out? So just take out the return. See, John Green, one of the followers on the channel, John was telling me that he uses a couple of old tape delays without the delay. Actually, I don't think he uses them with the delays, but he uses them as preamps, like you can with the Echoplex. Actually, there might be Echoplexes that he was using, but you can buy the Echoplex pedals now, which emulates that.
So you get the preamp circuit without the...
But if that's how it sounds, I want one of those, because that's great, isn't it? That just adds...
We are going into the mic input. If I run it into the instrument input, which theoretically is probably a higher impedance.
Okay.
Further mic circuit.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
But that's on one repeat. So one. If I run the motor, that's one repeat.
Lovely, isn't it?
I'll boost the actual echo level up.
Really nice. They're clear delays, but they're slightly just driven. I'm guessing that's because we're going in the mic circuit.
And also, it's valve, so it's not going to give you, any digital recreation of one of these. I don't think they grunge up the delays enough.
No, definitely not. It's nice, isn't it? It's got that.
Now, if I hit the 3 repeats. I think is supposed to be... God, you can hear the amount of noise it's making. I think this is supposed to be the tape speed.
Okay.
So you can... But it's acting as kind of a... It's like a feedback loop into itself almost.
Why do you keep bringing around stuff that I want? I love it. I absolutely love it.
It is so cool. It's a bit noisy. It's a bit old school. I had to actually buy or find on eBay a roll of 1/4-inch tape, and I have to make my own tape loops because you can't just go out and order. Even from Amazon, you can't go out and order Selmer Truvoice tape loops.
No, obviously not. No.
But I've got a roll of. Let me turn that off because it's a bit on the.
There we go.
I can make my own tape loops. I've got a splice block that I made when I was at school, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
So I can make my own tape loops. It's such a cool thing. It is instant California surf.
Isle of Wight surf.
Isle of Wight surf. It's just a really cool thing. It's very much a one-trick pony, but I love the trick.
It's great, but with that sort of delay, switch the delay back in again. Just bring back the effect level a bit, just so it's. I mean, that's great. You could, that's not like it is a slap delay, but it's. You could use that on, anything.
Yeah.
That would be like your guitar tone. That for me. It just gives you that little bit of extra
breath.
Yeah.
It's so funny because this is one of those.
I love that.
But it is quite loud.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I used to use it a lot. Then it went into storage. and then I haven't used it in a while, and it now needs to come out and get used on everything because it sounds so cool.
It's killer. I mean, just have that. I would permanently have that wired into my guitar rig.
Yeah, the only thing is, obviously, it's valve, and it does get fairly warm, and it's in a wooden box that's varnished. And
you're going to set my studio light, as I said.
Probably need to do a bit more work on the to make it functional. Need to put it in a rack or some kind of casing that's not worry too much about the aesthetics of it and about the originality of it, just to make it a bit safer and stuff.
Yeah, I think if you're going to use something like that, something that sounds as good as that, I think keep the original box in case you do want to put it back, because it is obviously going to be, increasing in value. But stick it in a rack, put a fan. Yeah, try and find someone to put a fan in the back of the rack and use that permanently. It's awesome. I love it.
Of course, you need to have it on a tray because then you need to get underneath to be able to change the tapes.
That's true, and also I'd need two because I want it in stereo.
I mean, we've put it in the loop here on your
Blue Guitar Amp one.
But I think originally it would have been the front end, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I actually like it in the loop because you can take it out much easier. But it's a very, very cool thing, and I thought you'd like it.
Thanks, mate. I love that.
So once again, is this the unsung hero? Is it the poor man's copycat that's actually got a place in guitar history as much as the copycat has?
Or Echoplex.
Yeah.
More. I mean, yeah. I guess the copycat was a poor man's Echoplex. Yeah.
And this, I think they're quite rare.
Yeah.
I don't think they're that. We haven't looked on eBay. I suppose we should do, really, shouldn't we, to kind of find out if there are any about. But
no, not before we release a video because I've got to buy one.
That's true. It seems, in the few years I've had it, it's done pretty well. I mean, that's the first tape loop I've made, and it's done, certainly a couple of 3 years without me having to worry about it. The tape loop is starting to break up a little bit, so I'm going to have to make another one. But, it's seconds to make one.
It's lovely. Really nice piece of kit.
Sorry, buddy.
No, well done, mate. Nice one. Anyway, if you got something out of this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button, and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul.
I'm James.
And we'll see you next time.